What's up, y'all? Man, we're here. Episode 2. Y'all thought I was going to be done, but I'm here, baby. JoJo White in the flesh. Nah, man. Oh, man, how's y'all's week been? My week's been good. Man, if I could be honest with y'all, man, I've just had to really just disconnect from social media or just be intentional, bro, because there's so much going on in this world, and if you let it affect you, it will. It'll take you down. It'll pull you down, suck you down like a black hole, and it'll do that. But just trying to stay positive. Got some fun things coming up. We got Halloween. I'm doing a cruise for Halloween as well, so that's popping. That's awesome. But this week, what happened? Oh, here's what happened. Listen, I guarantee you that nobody has seen what I saw. Is that right? No one has seen what I saw earlier this week with an old person. It's the craziest thing. I don't know. I was at the mall. Listen, first of all, I love the mall. I know a lot of people don't go to the mall anymore, but it's something just about a mall that's nostalgic, man. I like, dude, I don't even have to spend nothing. Like, I'll just go. We in Tennessee, we call it piffering. I love to go piffering, aka window shopping. You know what I'm talking about. For all my broke folks out there, you know what I'm saying? Or you just like looking and like just daydreaming. You just go through the mall just daydreaming. Oh, that's what I look like with those shoes on. Or that's what I look like with the purse. It looks good for the women. It's not me. Or, you just daydreaming, about eating pretzels or chicken or tacos or whatever food is at your food court, pizza. You just daydream it, I love it. I love the mall. Like, I'll go to the mall almost every weekend. Like, you can see me. And that's why I wonder, like, when I hit a level of fame, will I still be going to the mall? Yeah. Like, I'm still going to the mall. So I'll wear a mask or something. But, dude, I love it, man. It's nostalgic. It reminds me when we were kids. You remember when we were kids? You used to go hang out at the mall with all your teenage friends, just broke, or you had $1, and you could buy a drink with it or whatever. But yeah, so I was at the mall, and I saw an old lady in a wheelchair. She had to be like 67. I think that if you counted her wrinkles, it would have probably been about 67. So, I don't know if that's the way God intended it, but if the more wrinkles, the older you are, unless you're a Kardashian, then you found the fountain of youth, and which is crazy. You like 70, look like you're 24. But that's crazy. You could be 78 and look like you're 24, but you move like you're 78. It's like you're old, and some dude or whatever hit on you, and you're like, give me a hug, and they're like, why are you moving that slow? And you're like, I'm old. But just a thought. Anyways, saw an old lady in a wheelchair. She had to be like, again, 75, just old. She was almost there to see God. Like her meeting, she had a meeting with the Lord over the weekend or something, I think. But she had a caregiver as well. And I don't want to put any blame on the caregiver, but you got to look out for your girl. This old lady was chugging, not sipping, not like it was tea, or not just casually drinking. She was chugging a Monster, an energy drink, like she was about to go into a UFC cage match. Like she was like, I was like, dude, she's going to not make it. She's going to take a forever nap. But dude, she was chugging a Monster energy drink. At what age do you stop drinking those? Like, I don't know. Maybe she had like a secret underground wheelchair race or something. Maybe it could have been it. Maybe she had a race and she was just getting jacked for it. But that's what I saw, that, and that was wild. And dude, we had cereal night after church, so praise God for that. All kinds of cereal. Oh, dude, I love cereal. Oh man, I love cereal so much. Like when I was like young and broke, mom would only allow us to get one box of cereal. So like every few weeks we could buy one box of cereal, so I could choose mine, my sister could choose hers, and mom had her sweets or whatever. But my dream as a kid, what I would imagined is when I got famous, and like I didn't care about cars, I didn't care about a big house or like jewelry or anything. Like I just wanted a pantry, and I wanted to be able to like go to Walmart. I don't know if I would still go there if I was rich, but or you go to a different store, like maybe a Kroger or something. But my dream was to go down the cereal aisle and get every box of cereal, even the ones I've never eaten that I just daydreamed about eating. Like I just, I would just fantasize about like, what's that taste like? And I would do that. Cause there has to be like 30 brands, right? Or more. It's like, and they're just, more cereal just keeps on popping out. Like, I was going to say something, but I don't want to say it. I'm not going to say it. Or should I say it? Like a mother that births a lot of children. There's just constant cereal boxes coming out. So yeah, that was my dream. I just wanted to just to like do and not even worry about money. And I would just like, try everyone. That was like my dream as a kid. That's why like I wanted to get famous and like blow up and just get a lot of money just so I could buy any cereal that I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? You all right? Y'all with me? That's my dream. But yeah, so she drank that stuff. Oh, yeah, so we did our service, and after service it was like a hangout. We always like have a little hangout or whatever, just to kick it, talk, get to know one another. And we just had a whole bunch of cereal, and I probably ate about 45 bowls, or like 4 bowls. 4 bowls probably. I had Frosted Flakes. I had Reese's Puff Reese's. Yeah, that one. I had that one. I had a little bit of Cocoa Puffs. I love cocoa, and another one, but I don't remember. But it was fun. It was good. It was good. It was good. So if you're lactose intolerant, like we had Lactaid, or we had almond, so it didn't take you out, But yeah, that's fun. Halloween's coming up. Halloween. As adults, it's like we're not as excited about Halloween as much. Maybe to give out candy, but do you remember when you were like a little wee one, a little child, a little innocent child? Some of us, not me. And Halloween would be like this big event. First of all, like Autumn, episode 1, Autumn, bro, me all day. Autumn like just set the tone of like Halloween. And there's just something, magical in the air with the leaves changing color. And just like the coolness and, just being broke and walking into a rich person's neighborhood with a mask and they not know who you are. But Halloween back when we were kids, it was like just such a happy and great feeling. And I just feel like kids they don't get as happy or excited for Halloween anymore. It's not really a thing. I don't know why, if it's because of technology or kids now are too cool to do anything anymore. They get 8 years old and they're like, they put on a leather jacket and they're like, hey, they're too cool. They are. They're just too cool. And I just as a kid, y'all remember just finding your costume. Some of y'all made your costumes. And if you didn't celebrate it because of, religion or if you didn't want to get deported to Salem or anything like that, it was just a moment. It's no longer here anymore. But when we were kids, you either bought your costume or you made your costume, and you went out with your siblings or you went out with your friends at 6:37. And you would walk for hours, just like a soldier, just out there, I'm getting all the candy, and we, me and my sister, or me and my friends, my boys, we would use some people would use the pumpkin thing with the hole, and they would put candy in there, or some people would use plastic bags, but we use pillowcases. Yeah. So we would just take our pillows out and just use our pillowcases. And dude, we wouldn't stop until we got at least 75% full. So we would be out there like 5 pounds of candy. 5 pounds. Just buff. Because, I played sports, so I was jacked, just doing exercises with candy. So from 7, I remember not being done to 9, 9:30, 10. And we would just, you would get so much candy, right? Some people would give out the best candy. The neighborhoods that would give out full-size candy bars. And then you had those adults that I don't know what they were thinking, but they would give out bad candy. And if you gave out licorice, there's some people that gave out licorice. I don't even know what that flavor is. I don't know if it's a fruit. I don't know if it's a plant. I don't know what licorice is. But if you gave out licorice, I knew that you were probably working for the Dark Lord. The name that shall not be named, you were probably a servant of that guy. So, so just be careful out there, youngins, if you're listening to this. I don't know if you're listening to this or whatever, but licorice is, let me see. It's licorice. Oh, first of all, the spelling is tricky. L-I-C. No K, Licorice. Licorice is if you want to break it down, licorice. There's 2 spellings. Wow. English is crazy. They're there's 2 ways to spell this thing. Where is it from? It's a glossaria. glabra plant. I think they make that in Willy Wonka's factory. So somewhere in there. But it is a plant. Where is it from? British? It's a British English? That's why it's nasty. No offense to all my British folks. I love y'all. I love you. I do. You know, God told me to love you. I love you. But your taste buds are on a whole different level of nasty. Hey, no offense. I love you. I do. But if you eat our food, I see these little British kids on YouTube and they're eating American foods and they're like, oh my gosh, what is this? And they're just being addicted from all the chemicals in the food. And they're like, oh, give me more. I'll do whatever for nachos or a gas station pizza. They love it, or a Twinkie. They're like, hey my God, but they do it. Oh, real quick, our 15-minute sponsor. Shout out to Trees, man. Hey, man, Trees have been there for us, so we just want to give a shout out, man. Without trees and just producing oxygen, we wouldn't be having this podcast right now. So it's a big shout out to them, and we support trees. I remember as a kid, trees would let me climb it, so it would let me be adventurous. Trees are good for us. Make sure that when you see a tree, that you give thanks to it, because they're also the reason that you're able to listen to this podcast. Yeah, and it's wood. It does a lot of things for us, like paper. Insects love to hang around them, so that's cool. So they're all about family. So they're all about bringing unity together, like Vin Diesel, FF, Fast and the Furious. So trees have been amazing, man, and especially out there dancing when the wind blows. They're waving their hands in the air like they just don't care. So that's been cool. They make desks. I don't even know if this is from a tree, but it looks like it. So if so, I just want to also thank you for your service, for providing a table for us. Trees are all things. So our sponsor, Trees. Thank y'all, and give a shout out to them when you see them. Candy dough. The name that shall not be named. Those are the folks that give out licorice. I remember one time somebody gave me an apple. I don't know what that means, like just an apple, but I never ate an apple. Back in the day, man, we didn't even have to worry about like drugs being put into our candy. Because people were so broke, they didn't want to waste their money, on getting a little child high, allowing a little child to get a little, like, whoa. So, yeah, man, nowadays, I don't even know if the kids can even eat real candy, but yeah, we didn't really have to worry about that. I mean, maybe there was one or two little accidents, but we didn't have to worry about that. Didn't have to worry a lot about pedos either. They're out there. There are a lot of them out there now. I don't know why they've chosen that career path, but back then we only had like one in the neighborhood, and everyone knew who it was, and you just went in a group. That was it. And, may the fastest man win. So, man, apples, some people, shout out to the dude who gave Coca-Colas. Oh, man, out there for 3 hours at night, feet hurting, half sack pillowcase, sipping on a Coke. America. That's what it was. It was American dream as a child, but it's not the same anymore, man. It's not the same. And I think maybe because I don't want to think this, and I don't want to maybe come to realization, is maybe as we grow into adults, we lose just happiness, a piece of happiness, or we don't see the happiness in certain things anymore, or we feel like we've outgrown certain things. Shoot, I used to trick or treat until I was like 16, 17 with my boys getting candy, free candy, and then you go to school and you sell it. That's small town business is what it is. Entrepreneurship. So, don't knock the hustle. But yeah, maybe as we grow older, we just, we lose the ability to feel the happiness in ways, in like these small simplistic things. And that's what I'm working on, just trying to be happy in every moment, even if it's going to the mall and walking around. It makes me happy and it makes me feel like a kid. And there's just something about like just feeling like a kid. And I think in this state that we're in society, in politics, it's like it consumes so many people, and like they don't know how to find happiness, and they don't see it. They don't know how to recognize it. And I feel sad for them, because it's such a good feeling, and when you're able to feel happiness. And a lot of people, man, they just live in stress and they live in chaos. And man, my heart just hurts for those folks, man. It's like, life isn't promised. And I don't want to get too deep, and I'm a little deep, but hopefully y'all can swim. But just real quick, it's just like, we're not promised today. We're not promised our next breath. And you can spend your time just in chaos. And, sometimes you think you're doing the right things, or you can spend your time just full of hate, and it's not worth it. Love is the answer, and it's the cheesiest thing. But if we loved each other and just love, and like just showing kindness to each other, just being kind, then man, you can get closer to that happiness. So that's my goal. That's why I don't jump into like deep stuff anymore. But man, I want to be happy in the days. And that's why I'm taking a cruise. So me and my lady, we're going on our cruise, spending time together, got some friends. And oh man, cruises. I don't know if you've ever been on a cruise, but cruises, oh, they're so fun. You need to go. Yeah, some of y'all are scared of a boat, but I would say don't watch the Titanic and you'll be okay. Because it's so big, it's like land that moves in the water. So just look at it that way. It's just land that moves. And if you get on it, it'll be fun. A lot of free food. I don't want to give you all the hints. I'm going to talk about cruises next Monday and like just the experience. But oh man, they're all you can eat. They're reasonable price. You meet people. They have activities. I'm going to tell you all about it on next Monday. So I believe I'll be able to get a episode out. We get back Sunday. Going to have to rock out an episode and edit it, but it's for y'all. I did shout out the folks, man. Shout out again for just supporting this. I got a lot of people that listen. I got folks that downloaded Spotify. Shout out to Team Spotify. I'm not segregating Apple Podcast users, but Spotify's green, so go green is all I'm saying. It's good for the trees. Shout out to the trees and the sponsorship. So I'm gonna talk about the cruise, man, and give you details. And I'll probably talk about other stuff, but just kind of recapping on what happened. Craziness, I'm sure I'm gonna see something crazy, so I want to tell you guys because we're family. So, but yeah, man, Halloween. I hope everyone has a good Halloween. Have fun. Enjoy the air. Just with your nostrils, just open it up and just smell. Just the freshness is what I want for y'all. But really just strive to be happy. That's it, man. I think that's what we would all like, and we would all like in our lives is happiness. And, I know what makes me happy. But yeah, man, I am dressing up though. So I could have y'all guess what I'm dressing up. I'm gonna have y'all guess, but I'm gonna describe it. Okay. So he's a villain. He's on a cartoon. So he's a cartoon villain. All right. So I'm gonna keep describing it. I want you to tell me how quickly you guessed it. So I got like 4 minutes left. So you got 4 minutes to figure this out. It's a cartoon on Nickelodeon. He's a villain. He's green. He's all green. He's not human. He has a red eye. And he sounds like this. This is how he sounds. I gotta do it a couple times. He goes, yes, yes, yes. So that's how he sounds. He's not trying to kill people. He's not that kind of villain. He's after one specific thing that will help himself and his business. Are y'all close? We got 3 minutes left. What else? Okay. All right. This is probably the biggest clue. Biggest clue. He lives. Oh, if I say it like this, you're going to get it if I say it like this. All around him is wet. All around him is wet. His girlfriend is a computer. Some of y'all are like, what? What is this cartoon? For all my old heads, all my 90s, early 2000 folks, you guys will get this. Maybe even like 80 folks as well. Jeez. I don't know what else to tell you. Chum bucket. That's the biggest clue ever. I'm dressing up as Plankton off of SpongeBob. One of the greatest top 5 cartoon shows ever, I would say. So I'm dressing up as Plankton. If you want to see what I look like, follow my Instagram. What is it? JoJo White Comedy? Yeah, JoJo White Comedy. Sometimes I forget it. But yeah, follow my Instagram, JoJo White Comedy. I'll post a photo or something on there. Where can you find me? All social medias, JoJo White Comedy. You can look it up. And yeah, it's going to be fun. Man, we're family now. Comment off of like my dress thing, my outfit. Tell me what you think about it. It's going to be great, man. So I appreciate y'all family for coming through. Hey, man, y'all be blessed. I love y'all.